check out that description. Check out that description. Check out that description. Right, I'm spending the money and the moolah only like I can, because I am the golden one. Ricky Goldman. This is a channel that you recommend to your friends. It's a channel that's better than wearing a Christmas jumper on a chilly, late, early morning like this. This is the People's Wrestling Channel. And this right here is the Wrestle Island Twilight of the Apprentice review. So do go and check out my journey to it. As always, as each and every time, my blog will be up, and here it is. As always, notes just to help me along here. Let me actually set that up. Give me 1 second here. And as always, like and subscribe. Check out all my other videos, get them shared, and get me to the next big milestone of 330. Currently on 225, so just 5 away from 330 to get me to it. So, my second time to Wrestle Island, it was of course at Sit and Power Centre in Berkenhead. A lot of travelling, a bus, trains, limousine service. But I got there, and the caviar, the champagne, the spirits, the beers, they were flowing. I got my beers, I got my food. The matches started, and the grappling wrestling action was on. And we began proceedings with one second here. We began proceedings with Sean only making his way out, and he basically had an open challenge that got answered by Josh Geller. My first time of seeing Josh here. This was an okay match. Josh did good here, really took it to Sean, really stayed in it throughout, but in the end, coming up short, offering from Sean, curb stomp, 1, 2, 3, and give me 1 second, guys. And your winner here, Sean only. This is the only. This is kind of the best picture I could get, really, of the finish as we go rolling and fighting and brawling right into the next one. tag team action was up next, and it was Polish Barry and Ariachek vying against Drill and a mystery tag team partner. And that mystery tag team partner turned out to be Harley Hudson. My first look at Ariachek here. This was a fairly quick match. The first few matches, they kind of just seem to want to speed through them and just get through them for whatever reason. Holly went right after Aria, but Barry tagged in, Drill tagged in, Drill back in, Aria back in, Drill pushed Harley, so they forced Harley to turn on her tag team partner Drill, therefore giving up the win, therefore the ones with that win were Polish Barry and Ariachek, taking home the winner's piece of the money. Once again, this is the only kind of the only kind of good picture I could really get. As we go into a triple threat of matches here. That's right, match number 3. But before I get into that, take a look at the ticker running across the screen. All my socials, my ex Ricky Goldman's, and this, what you're going to see right now, is going to provide you more information that you need to know to never miss an upload, never miss a second, never miss a live, never miss anything. So take a good look at this, drink it in, smell it, taste it, and look at it, because here it is. That is right. On my socials, you just saw there. You've seen on screen right now. So let me just quickly talk you through them. To my ex Ricky Goldman's, Facebook Ricky J page, of course my YouTube right here that you're watching, and of course coming up in January, my podcast, the Reigning Rock podcast. But let's go into that match now. I just kind of previewing, just discussing before I showed that video, and the match was in 6-man tag team contest. It was Joe Connors, Joey Hayes, and Turi Is It The Line in a fight against Joe Kessler, Dan Evans, and Charlie Brannigan, Team Ireland. Again, this was a fairly quick match. Good match though. I'm not going to complain here. The face team did start on control. They were rolling, but Scott Oberman that we knew was going to be there. Scott Oberman came out, made his presence felt because Joe Kessler went after him. They went fighting and brawling to the back. So then this left a 2-on-3 situation. The heel team took full advantage and took away from the face team a victory. That is right. Joey Hayes, Turi is it, and Joe Connors were winners. Chicken dinners. Next up here on the card, Dave Birch made his way out. He was apparently looking for an apprentice, and Raymondo, my first look at Raymondo here, made his way out dressed as Darth Vader, took off his mask. Dave said, okay, let's see what you've got. Let's see if you can prove yourself here. And then Chocolate Thunder made his way out on the stage and into the ring. You were kind of messing around with lightsabers. Chocolate Thunder got the upper hand. This didn't please Butch to no end, and he challenged him to a match at the next show. But let's get into another match here, and it's no undo one because it's for a piece of gold. It's a championship match, and it was Brian Aidenson, putting the open weight championship on the line. It was meant to be against Pitbull, but Pitbull couldn't be there, so it was against Kev Lloyd under open weight rules. So my first look at Brian here, and my first look at what open weight rules is. There are plenty of rules in this. No shot to the back. Rounds in this match. They're kind of similar, I suppose, to Heritage Cup rules that you might see in NXT. Kev took the ground game, the grappling, the mat based to Brian. A shot to the back. This obviously brought the rules, and there was a public order offence for Kev, but Brian fought on. Brian wouldn't give up. Multiple suplexes led to knocking Kev out. TKO there for the championship, the title gold, the open weight championship. Did not change hands, leaving as a weight exactly the same way as he came in. Brian Aidenson, still your open weight champion. So they took an interval. So I'm going to take an interval, but come back after this because there's more matches I'm going to go through, more matches I'm going to review, more matches I'm going to talk through, more matches I'm going to discuss. But we just a number of weeks away, like just over, let's say, 4 weeks away from the big day, from Christmas, when you open your presents and your family and friends. You're going to see that big, massive smile of joy on their faces. And there's only one present, one gift this Christmas that can bring them so much joy, so much happiness, make them feel giddy and warm inside. And that, people, is this. So yes, indeed, you do. For all of you, exactly right. Protein Teas, Gulman's won. That again, Gulman's won. Gulman's won. I say it again, Gulman's won. And you're also seeing on screen right now all my socials. I'll just quickly run through them here. So, like I say, coming up in January, my podcast or Reigning Rock podcast debuts. Of course, Protein Teas, X at Ricky Gulman's, WWA Warriors Alliance, Facebook Ricky J. Pate. Go and check out my link tree, and of course the People's Wrestling channel where you like and subscribe. Now, speaking of Protein Teas, I'm going to play another video here from another guy on Protein Teas. But remember, whilst you're looking at these t-shirts, you get a shout out from this guy, and this guy is a referee and trainee wrestler in Booker T's company, Reality of Wrestling. So he's no slouch. But do take a go look at this and support him. Remember, you'll get many, many shout outs from this guy. So if that's a big thing for you and it really means something for you, then go over, head over, support him. But first of all, take a good look at this.
Welcome to my store on Pro Wrestling Tees. Check out my beautiful dog logo on this black t-shirt, or how about this waffle on this gold nice t-shirt we have here. And here are a few other designs. We got some on white, some on sand, two-sided shirts. Don't forget to search Billy Ray Dog on Pro Wrestling Tees. Billy Ray Dog on Pro Wrestling Tees. With that on Pro Wrestling Tees, more shirts are always coming.
So that is right. You saw the video, you've seen the t-shirts, the link right there. You have no excuse. And a preview of one of his t-shirts. Here it is right here. Take a good look at that. You would want to wear that in pride, wouldn't you? Be proud, be loud, support Billy Ray Dog. Protein Teas, that again, Billy Ray Dog. But let's not waste no more minutes or seconds here. Let's get right into in a second, guys. Let's get right into another match up, which was, and give me a second here. Was Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Action. So it was Connor Klein and Jack Johnson, Isaac North and Klost, Ethan Walsh and Riley TMBF, and Kyle Kingsley and his tag team partner David Grant. So my first look at both Klost and David Grant here, and David, a big unit, a big powerhouse. All tag teams looking good. They all got the spots. It was manic, fast-paced, action all over the place. Suicide dives galore. Big men slapping meat. But the tag team to put away all the rest and get the final winning pinfall were the tag team of Jack Johnson and Connor Klein. And speaking of matches that feature tag teams, matches that feature multiple people, there's another one here. Another 6-man match, which saw Lance Rivera and his tag team partners act to face VGS. So VGS consisting of Tommy Jackson, Puds, and Christy Quinlan. Good match here. Both teams looking on point, both in control. This was a war. Neither one team wanted to take a loss here. This just seemed to go on and on and on. No end in sight. But a match has to win. The match can't go on forever. And the end was. So which team came up short? Which team left with an L? And it was the tag team of VGS, therefore coming out with a W, Lance Rivera and Act 2. So two more matches here. Both championship matches. But first, two videos in between. I'm going to play the first one here, and it is a video you need to act knowledge. That is right, people. GWO Gold World Order for life. So let's get into the first of two, making it 3 championship matches here. So it was for the Wrestle Island Championship, RP Davis defending against KC Payne. And whilst I go through this, make sure to like and subscribe. So another good match here. KC took it to RP. KC took it to the champion. Stayed on him throughout. Almost got it done. Almost became the new champion. But an injured knee unfortunately stopped him from doing so. Referee took a bump. Out came Tommy Jackson with the title. Gave it to KC to use, but KC waved him off and said no. 2 Superman punches and a slam from the champion RP Davis. RPD meant the inevitable happened and a championship retention. So one final match here, but also one final video. So take real note of this one. So take a look at this. That is right. The Raining Rock podcast next year, January 3rd, 8 p.m. live, Raining Rock podcast. So make sure to like and subscribe as we go into the main event here, which were for the Wrestle Island Women's Championship, Tyler Adams defending against Lucy Sky in a hard core match. And I believe this was my first time ever seeing a hardcore match live. And boy, what a match it was. It lived up to the hype. A belt, an actual belt, chairs, a table were involved, plenty of hard-hitting shots from both Tyler and Lucy. Tyler hitting a concerto onto Lucy's arm, sending her out the ring. Referees checking on Lucy, but she hit a spear to Tyler on the outside. Back in, Tyler using the chair to advantage again, then brought thumbtacks into the match. Uzi got thrown onto them, but wouldn't give up, hitting not one but two spears, and one of those was through a table. Sue in 1 second here. So closing out the show and leaving as the new champion, Lucy Sky. So I'm going to give it a rating of good. So quickly, what's coming up next week? Journey 2 review of Top Rope Wrestling. The week after, Deadline predictions, Deadline watch along, Journey 2 review of Future Shock. But do check out that description. In it, you'll see P&P, Pancakes, and POWERSLAMS. Like I said, after NXT, every single Tuesday, Dr. Witherspoon, great host. Usually does, for the past couple of weeks he's done Stack'em, so like taking, like Survivor Series debuts, matches, and people debuting and kind of rating them. This week it was Survivor Series predictions. He tries to do what's popular and what's the latest thing at the moment. We then do an after party for only $4 a month. So get involved in that. P&P, Pancakes, and POWERSLAMS. Head over to Sportskeeda, give them a like and tell them I sent you. For podcasts, DOMCAST and In Time Wrestling Podcast, go and follow Just in Time 211. For eFeds, TWS Network, ASPW Production, and Ray Dog Extreme Wrestling, Red Billy Ray Dog F8. And for promo-based eFeds, it is PPA, Promo Performance Alliance. So next week, Journey 2 review of Top Rope Wrestling, Let's Close a Scene. The week after, Deadline predictions, Deadline watch along, and then Journey 2 and review of Future Shock. Apparently just called Live Pro Wrestling. I don't think he's got a name. But do like and subscribe. And until next time, it is Ricky Goldman.